Hi, am I audible?
Yeah, you are. How are you doing?
Yes, fine, fine.
Yeah. What is your preferred language? English or Hindi?
English, better.
Yeah, sure. So can you just briefly introduce yourself?
Okay, so I am Muthu, sophomore in electrical engineering dual degree currently. So my motivation to apply for the quant team was like I like playing chess very much. That initially motivated me to try quant related stuff also. I play FIDE tournaments and I am very passionate about chess and like I understood a connection between chess and markets also. It really is impressive. That was my motivation.
What is the connection between chess and markets?
Like in both, you have to have dynamic decision making skills, right? Like you don't know what the opponent will play or like what you have to anticipate the next move of the person.
Right,
Uh,
makes sense. Um, okay, so can you explain some of the projects which you have done till now in IIT Bombay?
yes, yes. Can I share the screen?
Sure.
Okay. So this was a breakout trading strategy like I did in the last summer. Um, so in this, like the goal of this project was to develop an algo trading strategy and observe the results by using and analyzing it using various technical indicators as well. So here, initially we are initializing various parameters for our project. Like we are importing stocks using Y Finance and Nifty 50s for top five stocks. And then here I made all the variables configurable so that we can change it and observe the results accordingly if we need to. And like here, the core logic is starting. So um, uh, I had implemented ATR based buffer sizing uh, for for the trade. Um, so we'll once we see the entry and exit conditions, it will be more clear. And also we are calculating ATR here. ATR is the average of the three true ranges: high minus previous close, and low minus previous close. And we are also using EMA. EMA will be needed to calculate RSI. So uh, RSI is based on the average gain by average loss is defined as the relative strength, and we use it to guess whether a stock is overbought or oversold. EMA is a special type of average, like where we give more importance to the current dates rather than the previous dates to observe the trend more clearly. Like SMA is simple moving average, which won't capture that so clearly. So that's why we are using EMA. And MACD, MACD is another technical indicator. So MACD is calculated as EMA 12 minus EMA 26 over a span of 12 days and 26 days. Uh, and like so, this is the main entry and exit conditions for a trade. So we enter if our close value of the stock is greater than the upper band plus buffer. Like the upper band and lower band, we have defined it here. It's the maximum of a
What
rolling
is the
window. Rolling
condition?
window.
What is the
Huh?
condition for buy in MACD,
Buy in.
MACD?
MACD greater than signal. DF of signal. Signal is MACD over the MACD has three spans like MACD fast, MACD slow, and MACD signal. So we do to MACD fast minus slow, and then we compare it with MACD signal.
Got it.
It has to
And
be greater than that for that.
what is the re reasoning behind this? Do you know? Why do we do this?
It's based on like I saw the condition and coded it, but I think it's based on the the trend of the market. Like this condition captures upward trend in general.
Okay.
And
So
like
just if it is
RSI,
greater than
RSI,
signal, we are buying it.
yes, yes.
Okay.
Hmm. And then I have then here like we are simulating the trades. We are initializing cash as cash with the initial capital we had, and we use stop loss here. There's a 5% stop loss. If we are in a position, that is if we are owning some stocks and if the current price is less than or like it has decreased by 5%. Like there's a 5% stop loss, then we sell all our shares.
Okay.
And and then I explained it here in with steps also. And then this is the we are processing the tickers, and this was the result. So like I have shown the results for 5 stocks over 3 year period. Um, and this was the result. Here also I also plotted a drawdown curve to observe like the maximum drawdown from the peak value observed to understand like whether our strategy is performing well. Like but we can see that the maximum drawdown is around max to max 15% for most of the stocks. So around 10% is generally reasonable. So the strategy was decently good, but we definitely there are improvements that can be done.
Where was the strategy failing? In which tickers was this failing, and why
It
was
was
this
failing in
failing?
like I here like it was failing in TCS. For TCS, like it was not performing well. Like it lost a lot of money.
Hmm.
Uh, um, but in Infosys, like we got a lot of profit also. So it's
Hmm.
so hmm, like there could be many reasons for the strategy not performing exactly as per our results. Like sometimes the entry and exit conditions may be too strict. Like we are using many technical indicators here. So like I have made a separate document for that. Like is my screen changing or
No, it's not.
okay? Wait, I'll share again.
Share your entire screen rather
Ah,
than.
yes, yes. Uh, 1 minute, I got stuck. Sorry. Hmm. Ah, okay. So this was the breakout trading strategy, like I
So
had
that
explained.
strategy thing was part of SOQ, or
Ah,
was it a
so
self-project?
this was what?
That trading strategy which you showed me,
Ah, yes, yes.
that was part of SOQ, or that was a self-project?
No, no, it's a self project in a sense.
And when did you do this?
And April, May, like May, in the summer vacation.
Okay. Did you
Hmm.
took part in SOQ also?
SOQ, yeah, yes, like, but I couldn't complete it. Like, I participated in some parts, like, but I didn't complete it till then.
Oh,
So, like, some challenges, like, I identified for this was, like, the ATR buffer which we are using is not a standard one. Like, it depends on how wildly the market responds. So, uh, volatility sensitivity was a problem. And like maybe I felt that improvements like we can predict the next day's ATR using ML to maybe try something more interesting here. And then there are some. This was another thing. Like this often like RSI, MACD, and EMA give different signals. So it's essential to find the right combination which will work out here. Like so, so we have to uh, simulate for various values and be able to predict accurately which one would be which combination should be given more priority under which market conditions.
right.
So that was another thing. And then like stop loss was fixed here, but even we can make the stop loss like variable using dynamic using ATR buffers and what the volatility of the market level. And then a false breakout is a major drawback of this strategy. Like breakout trading strategies, main drawback is for false breakout. Like it sometimes doesn't capture false breakouts correctly. So we have to have we have to train it to evaluate some success probability or something, or uh, to ensure we don't land up in false breakouts. Uh, and then there's always a risk of overfitting. Like we can't just train it on historical data and expect it to perform well in any kind of condition. So we have to use cross validation, like training it on multiple data sets, like separated intervals, like time intervals, and with rolling windows to check the robustness of the model.
Uh,
So this
can you
was
tell me? Yeah, this is fine.
ah.
Can you tell me more about your
Hmm.
Spark experience?
Okay, Spart. Okay, in Spart, like I'm working as a weather and path planning engineer. So in that, I have to design a path planning algorithms for airship path planning, and it's totally autonomous. So we won't have any real-time control. So it has to consider the main challenge which we are trying to solve is that we have to consider dynamic weather conditions during the flight, and we have to model the airship path in such a way that it doesn't face any issue.
Right. And
Hmm.
how are you doing this?
So, like we primarily started with A-star only. Like A-star was the base to evaluate the model, but then now we are realizing that we need something more complex because weather conditions. So now we are extracting weather data from using weather API. There are some open source weather APIs containing historical data around that region for the past 50, 60 years. So we are extracting that data using a weather API, and then we are feeding it in Python code, and we are trying to identify regions which are more prone to hurricanes or like dangerous regions, and we'll model that as an obstacle in our path. So, like our path planning algorithm will automatically consider that as an obstacle, and it will avoid it while using A star for path planning.
Got it. And how does A star work?
Okay, A star is based on like there's something called heuristic and like our current location. Like maybe I can show it like so. Mm, 1 second. So A star is generally a graph algorithm. It's an improvement of Dijkstra somewhat. So we have some nodes and like we have distances between nodes in a connected graph. Like now, if we have to find the shortest path between any two given nodes. That's what Ester is used for. So like we'll be given the edges of the graph also. Um, so like now if our start point is A and our end point is D, uh, at every point, like we will consider all the immediate neighbors of this A, and then we'll add this weight as the distance taken to cover here. So it's basically like initially we'll initialize the distance of every node as infinity, it's initialized to infinity, and then once we find the shorter particular node, we'll use minimum of that those two things in the code. Uh,
So
if this
exactly like Dijkstra, right?
Yes, somewhat it's very similar to the extra.
Correct.
Hmm.
Uh, what is this? The PyTorch Gambit cell project?
So that was like I tried that recently only. Like it's not fully completed yet. Like I'm still working on it. Like it's basically like using ML to train a chess engine. So like uh, it will like evaluate the possible move sequence. Like I fed basically I'm feeding it with lot of games played on leeches, and then it will learn the move. It will learn the opening and the moves from that, and it will play similar to that style. So it was done using neural networks a bit. Like neural networks, I learned recently, and I thought of applying it here.
Yes. Okay.
Hmm.
Uh, do you have an experience in competitive programming or DSA?
Yes, yes. Like DSA, I do a lot. Like I regularly practice on lead code, but competitive programming, I've been trying for some time recently. Like I used to give contests on Code Chef occasionally, but it's still not very consistent. But DSA, I'm doing regularly.
Do you want a
Hmm.
question of DSA now?
Question on DSA. Okay, I may give a try, but I am not well versed with every topic, but I can try.
It's o- it's okay. You know
Uh,
dynamic programming?
Dynamic programming, yeah, yeah, a bit, but I'm not 100% comfortable. If the question is somewhat simple, I'll be able to solve it.
Yeah, yeah, it's a simple question.
Okay,
No problem if you aren't able to solve it.
okay, okay. Yes, it's fine.
See the chat section.
Yeah, this link.
And also share your screen.
My screen got disconnected or what?
Yeah.
Okay, wait, I'll share again. Well,
What is 37 into 73?
37 into 73. 73, 40, sir, 156, 312, 3. 1 minute, like my computer is getting stuck. My screen is not getting shared.
It's okay. You just answer the question first.
It's not, my computer is hanging. 1 minute. Hello. Hello. Am I audible, visible?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Ah, okay. Like I got stuck. It was what, 37 into 73.
Yeah, I'll leave that question. I'll ask,
Okay, something. Okay,
yeah, something else.
okay,
Yeah, try
okay. So
48 into 62.
48 into 62. Uh, 3000, 62, 48, 124, 3900, 2976.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so this thing, okay, this is money system consisting of n coins. The task is to calculate there are 8 ways. Calculation. Okay, so the second line, just intenting. Should I code it or just tell the logic like how to approach or
Yeah,
what?
first share the logic.
Okay, so here C1, C2, C. Okay, so uh, our base case will be when like we'll have a total variable and and the coins array will be passed in to the DP. So our base the total will be initialized with some. So when we are having 9, so we'll have 9 and this array initially passed in, and um, the base case will be when we reach the sum 0, like we have to return 1, like because like it's a valid solution. Uh, and each time we will subtract one of the coins and check if, like, we'll maintain a DP catch, and if we will check if the DP of that value exists in the catch. So if it exists, we'll directly return that value, or else we'll go recursively to the we'll do it recursively. Um, so something like, and if sum is less than zero, we'll return zero because that doesn't make sense. So like
Right.
we are calculating invalid combinations.
Mm.
Um, so it will be something like we'll start with 9, and maybe like if we subtract 5, so we'll have 4. So initially our DP array is uninitialized only.
Mm.
So we have to build the DP array as we find the values. Mm, 9 minus 5 is 4, and then 4, 2, 2. So like yeah, initially like we'll just go into the recursive case, and then we'll try 4 minus 5, and we'll find that it's negative and it won't return anything. Like we have to maintain a total variable also, like to count the total number of ways. Each time we find a valid solution, we'll add one to it.
Mm.
So that's the overall idea. But and
Can you write the recursive statement for this?
okay, so something like initially sum is 9, and we can just I think we may also need to maintain a pointer to identify which coin location which we are at, like, or else we'll be checking the same coin again and again. So that may be needed. So like we can use a, instead of recursion, like we can use a while loop then. So 9 minus 5 initially, and then like it will check
Why
in
do
the
we need
while
a
loop.
pointer?
Huh?
Why do we
Like
need a
to,
pointer?
because to iterate through like to identify like which coins we have already exhausted and which can't be added anymore, like something like that. So
No, you have infinite number of coins of each style.
no,
You
no,
can
I
use.
mean exhausted in the sense like we'll initially, like I'm saying, we have 9, so 9 minus 5 is
Mm.
4, and then
Mm.
4 minus 5 will be minus 1. So
Mm.
once we reach the sum 4, we have to check for other combinations. Checking for 5 again doesn't make sense. Like we can't subtract 5 from 4. So then I'll make the pointer point to 3. So I'll check only this half of the array.
Okay.
Something
But
like that.
like, what if your sum is 14? Then you can subtract 5 two times.
Okay, yes, yes, yes. Like I mean that only. Like we'll subtract as much
Okay,
as
I
we
got
can,
it.
and at the point when we
So you were
can't
saying
subtract, we'll shift the pointer.
after we have sorted the coins array, then we will
Yes, yes.
see
Sure, we'll have to
which
sort the
all
array. Yes.
coins do we have to
Hmm.
search for, and which are
Ah,
redundant, which we don't have to
yes,
check
yes,
any further. Makes sense.
yes. That's the idea.
Yeah. And recursively, we can write something like f of 9 is equals to f of 9 minus 5 plus f
Ah,
of 9
let's.
minus 3 plus f of 9 minus 2.
Yes, yes, yes. That's working. Yes.
Correct. Try this coin combinations to the next
Okay, next one. Each coin is. Okay, now they are ordering it also. Like it has to be distinct.
one.
Hmm. So here, like 5, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3. 2, 3, 5, and desired sum is 9. For some 9, like here also, I think we can start similarly. Like the base cases will all be the same, but uh, the way we count we should ensure that we don't count combinations again. So 9 minus 5, again it will be 4, and then so basically like we should not count 522 and 252 also. So that's what we have to eliminate. So um, to avoid that, I think again that trick works. Like we can initially set it to the maximum number possible, like 5, and then we'll slowly filter out the maximum number so that we won't count any of the combinations again. Like I'm telling, like initially we'll consider the entire array passed, and then once we have found all the combinations with 5, we'll pass only this sub part of the array. That I think that
So
works.
let me think.
Because here, like we found 522, and that's the only possible with 5. And then next
Right.
we pass only this array and we get combinations only. These two are combinations of this.
But what will be the complexity of that? Because at every instance you are choosing that whether you have to include that element or you don't, or you don't have to include that element, right?
No, I mean like we follow the similar approach to the previous one. Like first we pass the entire array to the DP.
Yeah.
I mean
And your
to
target
our
sum, and
function.
your target sum is 9.
Okay. Target sum is 9.
Okay.
Okay. And we calculate like we check from 5. Okay. We calculate all the possible sequences that are from 5, like that include 5 in them.
Okay.
So with 5 as the first number. So 522 will be counted. So the
Okay.
problem is that in the first problem we didn't change anything. So like when we come to 2, we'll count 252 also.
Right.
But here like I'm telling we can trim the array again. So we won't count that 5.
But what if your sum is 14, let's say?
Okay, 14. Like even then it will work, I suppose. Like 14. Okay,
Then
so
then
14, then
there
we'll
is
have
one.
two fives.
Yeah, not necessarily. You can also
Ah,
have
yes,
1 5
two fives,
and
single
then
five.
uh, make a sum of 9 through 3 3s. 3 3s and 1 5.
Yes, but anyway, all those get counted in the combinations of 5, right? Like initially, yes, but maybe the time complexity may be a bit heavy, like if we do like this. But
Because if
uh,
you chose at every instance how many, uh, if you are including that element or not, and then making a DP of the rest,
hmm,
then I don't think it will pass the time complexity, because each time you are passing the whole array,
hmm. Okay, but okay, if we try for 14,
or maybe
like
it does,
14,
maybe it does, but I
but
still
I
think,
think this was the solution. I remember solving this long back, but hmm,
okay, fine.
hmm, okay.
Uh, okay, tell me one instance
Hmm.
in which your project was going out of the track and you made it on track again.
Out of track, like in start or like in what reference?
Yeah, any team project.
Okay, team project out of track. Uh, like in Spark, like usually like we are given lot of freedom. Like there is no hard and fast rule like this person has to do this thing. So I usually like the problem with our subsystem was like that uh, didn't report to meets regularly. So like if I go, some people are not available, and like so it was difficult to maintain contact with them. But then like I managed a WhatsApp group. Like I only created that group, and like we used to discuss all the work online. Like so even if we don't visit each other physically in the meets, like we were in touch and updated with what was going on. Earlier, like most people didn't know like what was going on in the team.
Hmm.
Like it was very vague.
So what did you do if others are not working?
Others are not.
What is the general approach if other team members are not working and you are the only one carrying the whole team?
Uh, like I don't get the question exactly.
What is your general approach if other team members are not working and You are the
A general
only one
approach,
carrying
I
it out.
try to contact them. I try to interact with them, like, and see like how they are responding.
Hmm.
Uh, like most probably their response is positive only. Like they tell like they'll complete it within 2 to 3 days or something, and then like after 2 to 3 days, they most usually reply. Most people. Uh, so
And what if they don't complete it after 2 3 days?
uh, like I haven't encountered such situations much, but if I have to say something, then uh, like that depends on many factors. Like uh, if they okay, if they are not unable to help directly, like li- like they can do a part of the work or something. Like even if they have quizzes or are busy, I believe that they should be able to contribute at least to a certain extent, even though if they are not able to give their full potential. I try to explain that to them and see.
Okay.
Hmm.
Um, what did you didn't like in your past experience part?
What you didn't like?
Hmm.
Uh, didn't like, maybe that's what I would say. The management was bit scattered, I would say. Like, they don't have a systematic way of doing things, like a bit random.
Hmm.
So I like things more organized. Like, I like to do things in an organized fashion rather than in an unclear way.
Okay. And what is your ideal next tech team or quad team?
Ideal
Like
next tech team. Huh?
what are the things which you want to find in a team which you will be joining?
Yes, like I would like it to be organized and structured. Like I need a like most of the times when I feel like when I don't understand what I have to do, I don't do things properly. So I feel like the purpose of the assignment or whatever we are working on should be clear. Like the goal of the team should be clear. That makes me feel confident and like if they have a very interesting goal, like it makes me motivated also.
Got it. Um, okay. Interesting question. When do you get a sound sleep?
When do you get a
Sound sleep, like a good sleep.
sound sleep? When means like time? Are you asking the time or like I don't?
Like what, like what happens in your day that after the day you get a very good sleep?
Uh, Usually something satisfactory if it happens, like I sleep well. Like maybe like something like it could be something very simple like getting good grades or something. But if something satisfactory happen, I feel relaxed and like I get good sleep usually.
Like explain satisfact. What is satisfactory to you?
Like for example, good grades maybe is
And
one instance. Like and like even like I play a lot of chess events here. Like I played literally almost freshers chess and like FIDE tournaments. If I win some prize in that, I get feel happy. Um, and like even we played some online chess tournament representing IIT Bombay recently. And when I won that, like I felt so happy. Like it gave me so much satisfaction.
what is the hardest problem you have solved till now?
Like technical or non-technical or
Any.
uh, hardest problem, like maybe like
Just give
if
it
I
a
have
thought.
to say,
Just think 30 seconds and then answer.
okay. So hardest problem in the academic context, it's different. Like, but in general and about life, if I have to say, like, uh, I'll say like when one of the recent hard problem which I faced was like this. When I came here to IIT Bombay, like I was from Tamil Nadu, so language barrier was a big issue actually. So adapting to it and transforming, like everybody in hostel almost speaks Hindi only. So getting familiarized with that, that was a big real life issue, I think, compared to technically, like obviously there are many things I can say, but this was the what I felt like it is really considerable.
Right. Uh, okay. Tell me a moment where you made a
Hmm.
meaningful and a measurable difference and why it mattered. Like your work had some impact.
Okay. Um, Work means like what I do in college or like in what on what basis? Like socially you are asking or
No, 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 not socially. Like you were part of either a project or you were part of something, and it
mm,
was your contribution that made some impact on the problem which you were solving.
okay. Um, so I think then I can tell about this thing. The chess GC team, like that gave me a very nice. I had a very nice experience there. Like my contribution was very significant in like we were almost close to elimination in the group stage, but like I motivated my teammates and like we won the rest of the games and we even qualified to the semifinals and like I felt like I had a strong impact on that, like in boosting the team effort.
Got Can you explain about the project which I told you to write, which if you were selected in the quant team, what would
Okay,
you
mainly
want to
like
do?
I had prepared on extending this breakout trading strategy only. That's why I made a Word document also for that. I'll just show you.
Yeah.
Like this was the primary idea, like I thought of expanding.
Hmm.
So like I showed you the collab fail and uh, I also showed the challenges and improvements that can be done, right? So that was the thing which I thought would help in creating a which I can work on further and like explore more of algo trading and stuff.
And you know, right, Ricky, that if you are uh, part of the quant team, you will
Hmm.
have to leave your existing tech teams.
Oh, I didn't know that, but it's fine. Like I'm fine with that. Like no, nothing as such.
And why are you fine with leaving Spark?
Like fine with that in the sense like in Spark like I do work, but I am not learning actively. That I feel that was a drawback I felt. Like
And
so
why do you
I
feel
feel like
so?
I've done something more actively here,
And why is
and
that
like
so?
I even have a idea of further continuing this like in the quant domain, like trying for a job also. So this would be a good start if I get selected, I feel.
You want to try a probability question?
Probability question. Okay, maybe yes. Yes. Yeah. Two bullets are loaded into a. Yeah. So can I draw and explain or go? Yeah. So
Have you seen this question?
yes, I've seen this in Brainstellar.
Okay, just leave it. Yeah.
Okay.
Have you done Brainstyle Complete?
I prepared for the quant fest, like it happened recently, right? During that, I solved most problems, but not everything. Like hard problems, I didn't solve much, but some easy and medium I have seen already.
Okay, I'll just see if I have to ask something.
Ah, yes, fine.
Okay, I think that's it for the interview.
Okay, so um, and quantum is like exactly like what apart from participating in competitions, what do they do? Like,
So basically, we are planning for participating in 4 hackathons mainly,
okay,
and the main target will be prosperity, which will happen in
okay,
May.
IMCs, okay,
IMC Prosperity.
uh,
Apart from that, we are also making uh, a dedicated team which will research on trading strategies. Like we will
okay, quant
have
research.
yeah, so we will have our own some trading strategies which we will try to improve upon.
Uh,
And also, this is a suggestion, but which I have given, but um, that we can make separate subdivisions, one for market making, one for arbitrage, and learn more about these stuffs.
yes,
So we will be planning to do this in the coming 2 3 months.
okay.
Okay, so
Okay.
yeah,
So when will the results be announced? Like, so,
I think after a week or two.
okay, okay, fine, fine.
Yeah. Okay. So when
Yes,
good luck for your results.
yes. Thank you, thank you.